I didn't sleep last night, of course. I've been up all night, and I woke up realizing that I shouldn't even be here.
The devastation incredible. It was just 1 year ago when that massive tornado paid an unwelcome visit to the city of Dexter. It was March 15, 2012. The EF3 tornado ripped through Dexter with 140-mile-per-hour winds. 4 homes were destroyed, with over 200 homes and businesses damaged. Despite the extensive damage, no one was killed or injured. It was the worst tornado to touch down in the Metro Detroit area since the F4 West Bloomfield tornado, March 20th, 1976. The Dexter tornado was one of 4 tornadoes in the month of March last year, an unusually early start to our tornado season. And just 1 year later, take a look at what tornado-ravaged Dexter looks like today. The cleanup was nonstop, with damages for the entire area totaling $12 million. Victims of the tornado are still putting their lives back together. While most of the homes are repaired or rebuilt, it has not been an easy year.
It's a long haul. It's a lot of work. Over a year, it's a lot of stress. But through those organizations, through St. Joseph Church, Faith in Action, Poured Out Organization, they don't leave. They're there. They're always there.
As we look to the future with the warming climate, will stronger tornadoes like this be more common?
Yes, that is a very good question. Let's look at the possible effects of a warming atmosphere on our severe weather season. Along with looking at the possible increase in strength of storms, we need to look at the timing of the season as well. Will it be longer? Will it start earlier? Will it end later? And during severe weather season, will there be more storms overall or fewer storms? Let's start with the length of the season. Normally, the peak of tornado weather for us is late May and into June. But with warmer atmosphere and more energy, that peak actually could start earlier and last longer. The same is true for our entire severe weather season during the spring and the summer. One example of this idea is last year's tornado in Dexter. You know it happened in March very early. There are actually 3 other tornadoes at that same time. That many tornadoes that early is extraordinary for southeast Michigan. Many of the climate models suggest that we will need to actually be ready for storms to start earlier in the year, and the storm season could extend into the fall. If the season is longer, does it automatically mean that we're going to have more frequent storms, Keenan?
Well, Dave, it has a lot to do with the jet stream and its powerful role in guiding storms. Now, most climatologists agree that a warming atmosphere will alter the jet stream from moving primarily across the country, west to east, to a more amplified north to south pattern. And that active pattern helps storms develop. But this setup is also slower to change, so you could get longer periods of storms, and you can get longer periods between storms. That means droughts could be just as big a problem as the storms themselves.
What that means is we're going to have storms which are more intense and longer periods between storms. So we can get the deluge and then the drought. And that seems to be a pattern we're already seeing. So we can't say it's due to climate change yet, but we can say it's consistent with what the climate models are predicting.
So if we expect longer periods of storms, the question is, will they be stronger as well? Chris?
Well, Keenan, the most likely answer to that is yes. They certainly could be stronger as well. The extra energy from more heat and moisture is more likely to get the storm started and act as a feedback mechanism to make them more intense. The stronger jet stream that Keenan just talked about would also help maximize the intensity potential. More intense storms could mean more damage because of higher wind speeds of tornadoes and thunderstorm winds, more lightning, and larger hail.
And I don't think we have a good, strong answer for that. But again, there is some evidence that the storm tracks are becoming stronger.
With all of these ideas about the possible changes in our severe weather season, there are no concrete answers yet, but the probabilities of having more intense storms certainly make sense.
Coming up on the 7 First Alert Severe Weather Special, you need to be ready for every single storm, regardless of its intensity. Do you know how to keep you and your family safe? Coming up, we'll not only show you how to keep safe, but also the greatest weather threat here in southeastern Michigan.